And the other thing to try to do is to align your investors with your business needs. You need investors who understand high risk and long time frames. That's why venture capital is so important. They are a critical part of the success of any idea that you have. They are great partners. They're the people that you want to work with. They have a lot of pluses. They bring cash. They bring mentoring. Very important, trust me. They bring experience, strategic guidance, and access to all their other networks. They'll syndicate your deal. They'll help you get other people in there so that there's more money coming in. Sometimes there's some downsides. I think you, as an inventor, as an innovator, will think they have unrealistic return on investment expectations. But you have to understand, the reason that they seem unrealistic is that you're not going to fail. You've got a great idea and you've got a great technology. There's no chance your deal's going to fail, is it? That's not how it works. A lot of deals do fail. So they have to make a lot of money on the deals that make it to cover the money they lose on the deals that don't make it. They also have to understand how timing works. And you think it's going to take 2 years, and they know it's going to take 8. And it just takes time for you to work through those timing disconnects with them. But understand, they want to invest in you as much as you want them to invest. So, work through it with them so that you understand why there's this valuation discord. At the end of the day, if you come to an agreement with a good venture capital firm, it is a great way to finance your company. Now let's talk about your management team. I can't tell you how many management teams I've seen where inadequate experience is a real problem, because you end up weak on strategy. Things like you're too optimistic or you poorly execute, and you have difficulty asking questions. This gets back to my nibble around the edge. You're so excited about what you're doing, and you know that there's one question you really should ask, and that is, okay, does this really work? But you can ask a little question here, okay, the question is, does a robot really tell the person got to go to the doctor? Okay? But you can say, yeah, but I can ask it, does the robot drive up to the patient and look at them properly? Good. Okay, you can do that. You do 5 or 6 of those, and you think, oh, I've looked at a bunch of little things that this robot has to do. That's not the question, is it? The question is, does it do what you wanted it to do? Ask that question as soon as you possibly can. Because if the answer is no, that it doesn't do that, you want that answer while you still have some money left. I can tell you hundreds of companies I know of that finally got to the answer, and they said, "Oh, we've got some work to do." They did not have enough money left to do that work, and they were done. Get to the answer while you have enough money. The other thing is, the corollary to this is, when do you put your foot on the accelerator and when do you take it off the accelerator? And that's cash management. Stay on top of cash management all the time. And the accelerator that I talk about on cash applies equally to your own enthusiasm. Make sure that you as an inventor keep on top of your love of technology. Technology skills are not always fungible across to business skills. So make sure you get yourself some good business people. And the other thing weak management teams do is they make old mistakes. My number one aphorism is, make new mistakes. Hire people around you, work with people around you that keep you away from old mistakes, because the things that give you IP and the things that make you unique are the new mistakes that you make. And the new mistakes are the things that are inventive. In product development, you have a longer than anticipated development time, or you go through inefficient product development. Now, we talked a little bit about that already, and I think I will only make one comment here, that the first product that a startup brings to market usually isn't perfect, and it won't be a perfect fit to the market need. So build in time and money so that you have time to make some revisions to the things that you're thinking about. If your product's way off base and a complete think is required, then you've got more problems. But I'm talking about, as you're really homing in on what you need to do. The regulation challenges are always out there. I want to only make one point here. Remember, when you're pioneering a product, you're not just pioneering the product. You're pioneering in today's world the design of whatever trial you're going to do, the design of whatever government advisory committees you're going to be up against, or talking to, or being evaluated by, the regulatory agency expectations, and all the new processes that are coming in. So always keep that in mind as well. A recent study came out by Amerigo Group, and they surveyed business leaders in Europe and the United States, Canada, and Australia. And in yellow there is the thing that everybody says is the biggest issue facing them. It's changing regulatory environment. So it is something you have to stay on top of all the time. Reimbursement, keep your eye on reimbursement. And as we talked about on the market challenges, make sure that your value proposition is compelling. Make sure that your market timing is right, that you're always watching the market so that you're reactive to it and it doesn't sneak up on you, and that you understand whether you're a disruptive or a translational product. That's very important in deciding how to move forward. I'm running a little late here, so I'll run through these. In terms of where we are, I think that CSI is where the market is now heading in terms of putting the physician, the hospital, and the supplier together in a working combination that will ultimately turn out to be much more effective than we currently have now.